Hello everyone, and thanks for coming back to the channel. This is just a quick little note about the new motors to hit the market recently. You may have heard of them. These are the RotorX 1107 7600 kV motors. Hopefully we can get some light on that. You can see it. And yes, I have the 3044 TX props on here. And I may have misread the website, but when I saw those motors come up, yes, they are a premium motor. I think $14.99 is the price. I got mine from Airblade. Airblade was one of the, I think, founding members of RotorX. But anyways, he ships fast, so I bought them from him, and you know, we can't buy these things directly from RotorX. But when I saw these, I thought, well, maybe this, if you remember that micro potpourri video I did where I was kind of looking for an 1100 series motors that could, a high kV and could swing a 3-inch prop reliably. Unfortunately, on 3S, this is not the combination either. I have burned out this motor, and really didn't take very long on 3S, and I was kind of disheartened by that, because when I read their website, it says that this is made to be a high performer in the multi-GP 2.5-inch 2S spec class. And when you go down a little bit, you see that it says 2 to 3S operation. And they also say in the third paragraph, pair this with the 2.5 props for a race-winning micro, or pair it with our new RX 3044 TX propellers and make an ultra-lightweight 3-inch freestyle machine. Well, maybe they meant if you use these props, you had to run 2S, because I didn't even get, I think this was the 6th or 7th flight that I killed this motor. And you could smell it. It burned it. I went ahead and filmed it a little bit more, as you're looking at up here in the corner. So, sad days. If you're running these motors, I think they're good. Unfortunately, I only have experience with them on 3S and running these props, and I don't think you should do that, because I burned one out fast. I do think it's very interesting what they did with these props. So they have these little notches. Hopefully that comes through in the video. Maybe like that. See those? So those go down on the side of the motors. Here, let me take one of the motors off. In a typical RotorX style, they did a nice job of manufacturing these. They've got some nice sort of epoxy on the bottom, and they have three, I don't think you can see it, their little bottom plate here. I mean, it's obviously separated, and I really like it when motors do that, because we know for sure that our screws aren't going through and touching the windings, because we can see plainly through there. So that is a genius design for at least people like me that worry about that stuff. And you can also see that we have individual wires that are supported, and you can probably see it in the metal bracket there. It doesn't have a bracket, sorry. It's got some sort of epoxy or glue that's really stiff, and so when you get them, the wires will angle down a bit, so you have to push them up in order to mount them, of course, flat. But let's look at the motor, and hopefully this comes through in video. You can see we've got notches on either side, and those notches, of course, correspond to the notches on the prop. So it fits securely down on there. Now, I presume that they're going to be coming out with other props that have the same notching. And I'm wondering if you could still use their other props. You could still use all props with this, but I just thought that was really interesting, because it makes sure that, I don't know about you, but when I put on a prop, what I end up having to do is I'll put the screw in there, and I'll put my thumb on it as I rotate the prop to find the hole. Well, in this case, you know it's lined up, because the prop has been manufactured to fit on there just one particular way. So it was fun while it lasted, but try it if you want. Maybe I got a bad one. Maybe I had too much tune on it and it fried that way. I couldn't say, but I know it didn't last long, and it's cool out. So I think it was 57 degrees today when I was flying this. Not warm. So if you were flying it in the Texas heat in July and it was 95 degrees, I don't think it would make it. So it could be that I just got a bad one. It could be that I misread their description on the website, and I made the determination that you could run these motors with these props on 3S and it would be okay, because in my case it's not. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the section down below. Sorry it wasn't a more thrilling flight video, but you need to know these things, because these are premium motors, $14.99. I hope to try the 1404s, I think they are, but quad budget's a little bit low. Maybe next time. Okay, I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.